Megan Perry here with your weekly Ivy League women's basketball rundown. Let's get things started as we head into week 8 of conference play. Now, not much has changed as we are just 4 weeks away from Ivy Madness. The conference standings remain the same. Princeton remains at the top of the Ivy League, undefeated at 9-0. They're followed by number 2 Columbia, who's 8-1, and then Yale and Harvard remain tied for that third place. Both teams at 6-4 in conference play, followed by Penn in 4th place, Cornell holding down the 6th spot, and Brown and Dartmouth tied for 7th place. First, let's talk about Yale at Penn. This Yale team is looking to bounce back into the win column after a tough defeat at the hands of the Columbia Lions. On the other side, the Penn Quakers, they're coming in hot. They defeated the Harvard Crimson, who were on a 5-game win streak, in a thrilling overtime victory in their last outing. When I look at this matchup, a couple names come to mind. For the Penn Quakers, it's Kayla Padilla and Jordan Obi. Jordan Obi is currently the Rookie of the Week in the Ivy League, and she has been playing elite basketball. It's going to be important to help contain her on the offensive end if Yale's going to be able to pull off the victory. On the other side, for Yale, Alex Cade is coming off a 20-point career-high performance. And on the interior, the usual suspect is Camila Ensbo. She's been getting busy on the glass. She had 19 rebounds in their last outing. I'm interested to see which team is going to come out on top, because this game has a lot of implications as it relates to the middle of the pack in the race to Ivy Madness. Next up is Harvard at Columbia. This is a matchup between the number 2 and a number 3 place team in the Ivy League standings. Columbia sits at number 2, and Harvard is currently tied with Yale for 3rd place. This game has major implications on the road to Ivy Madness. What I'll be watching for in this game for Harvard, it's Mackenzie Forbes. Know her name. She dropped 30 points in their last outing and was more than impressive. She's playing on another level, and I expect another big performance for her. Next up, it's Dartmouth at Cornell. The Cornell Big Red are feeling good, coming off a victory against Brown in their last outing. And for Dartmouth, they're trying to work their way back into the win column after suffering a tough defeat at the hands of the Princeton Tigers. When I look at this upcoming matchup, the last time these two teams met, Cornell came out on top of what was a very low-scoring affair. It was 45-36, but I expect a different matchup because it has different implications this time around. The Cornell Big Red are still trying to make sure they make their way into Ivy Madness, so they're playing for an opportunity to work their way back up in the standings. And so I expect a big game from Teresa Grayson Benefo. She's usually at the top of the scouting report from game to game. And also for Cornell, Ania McNicholas. She just missed a double-double performance with 10 points and 9 rebounds in their last outing. For Dartmouth, Victoria Page, she came up big, had an impressive performance with 16 points against Princeton in their last outing. Dartmouth will need a repeat performance like that from Victoria if they're going to pull off the upset victory on the road against the Cornell Big Red. And finally, it's Brown at Princeton. Yes, I'll have my eye on this matchup. The last time these two teams met, it was a lopsided victory. Princeton beat Brown 72-39. But for Brown, this is a different team, and I don't expect the same Brown team to show up in the same way. I'm expecting a much different, much more competitive affair. Isabella Mauricio has been leading the Brown Bears. She had 25 points in their last matchup, and this team is fired up. So I expect a really competitive affair coming this weekend. And for a Princeton team that continues to ride high, playing the most elite basketball, they are looking to continue a 36-game conference win streak. It will be Abby Myers leading the way for the Princeton Tigers in that very balanced scoring attack. Stay tuned and let's see how this one shakes out.